Hey guys, again, as I began my other video, I want to begin this one by telling you I had to do this in the office today. We're getting the office fitted so the sound, stuff on the walls, the sound will be perfect, and a great new microphone, better lighting. And so I apologize to you that this probably doesn't look and sound as good as we wanted to. So I've been doing some of these from home, but we will be set up soon. Let me get to the issue at hand. One, Donald John Trump. Poor man. Quite literally a poor man. Story just broke that he owes $1.6 million for hosting services at Truth Social. And I'd love for you in the comments to put the odds on what you think that he will ever pay that debt back, like any other debt, because I still think he owes some of the workers at Taj Mahal money. I'm quite serious. There's no place in the world where he's done business where he doesn't owe people money or hasn't ripped people off. That's not even the funniest thing about it. It's falling apart. The stock is crashing. Its traffic is crashing, according to the Washington Post. It was always a terrible app but I don't even understand these people are so incompetent. You think you have a couple crazy MAGA types, you could make it work, right? You can get them to show up there, but I guess they've got too much competition with the Gabs and the Getters and the Dumbers and the Fascisters and whatever other stupid outlets they've created for their anger and hate. And so it's falling apart, which is hilarious. But let's get to the more serious part of this, which is Trump on Truth Social. He just called for an election redo. I mean, the pathology of this man, I don't think anybody, I don't think any psychiatrist, I don't think anybody's trained to get to how pathetically insecure, self-loathing, worthless this pile of Java lying on his sofa, turning orange, eating KFC and guzzling Diet Coke and slurping up 3 scoops while watching Fox and Friends. I mean, the election was 2 years ago, and he is again demanding that he get a re-election because he says the FBI covered up stories. Let's start with the only reason he was elected originally, and you could see that in the numbers, is because James Comey, in a move he should never be forgiven for, stood up and talked about the Hillary email story right before the election, which had a lot of people that didn't like either candidate move towards Trump, and Russia having numbers shared with them by Paul Manafort, so that they were able to pinpoint target our election. Okay, let's get beyond all that because that doesn't even matter here. The fact that, so he shouldn't have won to begin with, but the fact that he cannot get over the 2020 election. He's just a crying, blubbery pile of gelatin. I don't know what he is. Again, worse things come to mind, but I'm being careful. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say. I mean, his mental state, the neurons aren't firing, or they're in all directions, and random things are popping out of his mouth. I just don't get at this point how how any human being can still be fighting that fight. Like, his ego cannot handle it, that he lost. And he'll find any excuse to relitigate the election. And this is any Republican that wouldn't do that with him, from Brian Kemp to Mo Brooks to others that realized at some point, even if they were traitors betraying our Constitution, that it was time to move on. He couldn't accept it, so he supported their opponents. In any case, what a sad, pathetic, I mean, I don't know, I've run out of things to say about him. He wants to relitigate this election still. Good news is Truth Social probably won't exist pretty soon, as the vendors who are hosting it shut it down when they refuse to pay the $1.6 million, Trump and his people, and as traffic dies and the stock tanks further and the whole thing falls apart. So as long as Twitter doesn't allow him on, and sorry, Elon, you're not buying. I don't know, I guess he'll have to go to Getter or, run away, or I must live in Saudi Arabia or so I don't go to prison, or we'll see what happens. What a pathetic louse. Hey guys, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's keep growing, all right? Comment, like, and you can follow me on Twitter at Schecter, but most importantly, subscribe here and you will turn on notifications and you will get all of these things.